Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. We are moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Denver Broncos. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Godden alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. We're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you start to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top? He's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So now here are the Broncos for their first drive of the game. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnists write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give it.
They'll get this out wide to Taylor. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Come on, set. 30 base.
It's now 3rd
Here we go, Keith. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good, 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Defensively, we check the starters now for Denver. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
He'll look to throw, and that's incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And Denver getting set to take the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Give him 8 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Back to throw. He'll find Lindsey here. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his left. He's going to take off with it. And they work this out past the 25. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Cook following the penalty. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. On second down now, Benjamin. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And Diggs has it. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. J.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. His throw incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for this secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, the big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Vikings to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak, on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Now a run with Cook. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready. 90. Cool. I can't believe they let you play.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty.
You better be afraid of me. Ready?
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
55, Mike 55. Come on.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And room there to work it inside the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Get him, boys.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 8-yard line.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Still second down.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves them in pretty good shape. Now a carry for Lindsey. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further.
Hey, Jet. Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. He'll look to throw, and that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's to Cook out of the backfield. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. So that'll back them up 5. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Give to Cook out of the gun, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Danielle Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now it's Lindsey. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ready, break. Let's go, boys. Bring it up. 4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic.
Cook. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Cook. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. That'll bring up 2nd down. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He may try and run for this. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
55, Mike. Check. Check out, bro. Ready?
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20. On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's the 2nd and 7. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Great coverage there. Holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And you see Dalvin Cook in the offense heading back out. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Open here, Adam Thielen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. It's complete to Diggs. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Lamb.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Check back 47. Ricky.
2nd and 6. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kyle Rudolph, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That time a 6-play drive. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Defense.
I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking to go back to Sutton there, and now it's 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's a 1st down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. He'll drop to throw, and he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the 1st half. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Maher is good, and that'll move them back within 6 now. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of October. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation. On 3rd down, Taylor, and he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, Lindsey, and 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Another run by Lindsey. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw, and that will be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Steps away. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Back to throw here. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll run here with Lindsey. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Looking to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Returning, it's Benjamin. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw here. And an alley to run. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Forced out to, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the 1st as he's dropped at the 46. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll try the draw, Lindsey, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense, and this home crowd, they're growing a little restless here in the 2nd half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together. Come.
They'll run with Taylor. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw, and that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle. They run it again with Cook. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lamb. quick slant there gets him the first down, 6 yards on the play. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
You better be ready. Don't be scared. Run up.
They run the counter with Cook. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Again, it's Cook. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10. He finds Taylor, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The give to Taylor. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A good pickup of 6 there on first down. 2nd and 4. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on fourth.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They run, Cook, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
47 is the mic. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Check up. Hey, check.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Get him, boys.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now back to throw. That'll be complete to Cook.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
First down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Threw the pass, got the completion just short of the first down. But you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there, kick it, put it through the post, go up 2 scores.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15. And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He completes this to Sutton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Boom! That's how we do it.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
2nd and 11, and it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. 2nd down and inches. This is the tight end Fant. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. Back to throw. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Face mask. Defense.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back to throw. That's complete right around the 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is indeed good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
I don't think you got it.
Now a play fake here on first down. On the move to his left. He'll try and run it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Foul. Face mask. Defense.
Come on now, let's go.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. A 58-yard attempt.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shop field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll go again with Lindsey. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
4 down, 4 down.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd and 11.
Now a first throw here in overtime. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here in OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it.
Good work, boys. Let's go, let's go. Go. 30 base.
Gain on the play.
Check, bunt six. Check, bunt six. Big grip, big grip.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
3rd and 8 situation, a tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. He'll find Lindsey here. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down. Decision time now on 4th and about 1.5 yards.
I can still hear my high school coach, John Ford, right now. I want my #1 play with my #1 runner over my #1 blocker. Get me the first down. But some may very well say, punt this thing away, pin them down deep, and play field position.
And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Let's bring it.
They'll look to throw here. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Defense.
In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Give him 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. 2nd and 10. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On play action, they'll throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he's going to go down again. J.J. Watt in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game. And now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to keep the game alive. The kick by Carlson is good. And we are tied once again here in the overtime session. Well, this one certainly has not lacked for intrigue. And let's keep playing. What do you say?
Fine by me. I'm loving what we're seeing here. This is a heck of a game. And now, guess what? A kicker may decide it again, and the next one that does it wins it.
And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. And a bounce back here for him after a slow start. And sometimes that's how it goes with tight ends. Those catches in their games, they can go in waves at that position.
And you get so locked into stopping them that you think, okay, hey, look at that. We've held him down. And the best ones, you really don't hold down for an entire game. They're going to get their catches. Your job is to keep them from being big-time catches that break you down totally.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Looking to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. Now the ball comes loose, and the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And a costly, costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, that it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On second down, it's Cook. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 41. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And now 3rd and very long. Are you cautious here?
I think you have to be, because the first mantra of any football game is don't lose it. Then you give yourself a chance to win it. And if you go ahead and force something now, take a big shot that doesn't pay off, you didn't help your defense out at all.
Yeah, especially here in overtime. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. Tack on 15 more for the face mask, and that becomes a huge play.
Big pass gets caught on you. You're doing everything possible to get him on the ground, and sometimes you end up grabbing the face mask.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
47's the mic, boy. 47. Check.
Cook following the penalty.
Just like that.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for the Vikings, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.